Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, TJ from TJ Talks. This is TJ Talks episode 3. How's everyone doing today? It's been 2 weeks again that I'm doing another podcast, and I'm sorry people have been asking me when my next podcast is, even though I have like maybe 63 freaking views. Not bad, but still, every now and then I'll check and it goes up a little bit. But anyways, that's old news. What's up everybody? This is episode 3 and I had to update my Facebook status first. Let me do that. Post it. Okay. So what's up everybody? This is my podcast. And today we're going to be talking about social media. And we're going to be talking about what it is, the good part about social media, and the bad part about social media. So, social media is pretty much websites where you can connect with people all over the world. Say, Facebook for instance. You can connect with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your peers, whoever you want. And Instagram, you take pictures, and Twitter, you could talk about, going to get something to eat, and you got Tinder, dating websites, and YouTube, which is like movies people post or videos like myself. Social media is a big thing. It impacts everybody, in the whole wide world, and a lot of things happen over social media, which is going to bring me to my first point. The good part about social media. Social media is good is because you can connect with all your friends from throughout the world, like I just said. Say if you're in elementary school, you're looking through your old photos, school photos from elementary school, and you find a kid who you were really good friends with in high school, or back then. So you add them, and then you get to connect with him, which is a great thing about social media. Or another thing, you could do that with your family members. If you don't have like a family member's number or whatnot, you look them up on Facebook and you find out, oh, he has a Facebook, you could add him. You can do the same thing with Instagram and Twitter too. But Instagram is mostly for pictures, really. But first, let me get back with you on that. I gotta take a selfie. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Instagram is for photos only. You could also look them up on Instagram and, find out what they're up to and what they're posting. Now, Twitter, I don't really use Twitter, but I hear Twitter mostly people just post, oh, I'm going to get something to eat, or I'm driving to my friend Kelsey's house or something. I'm gonna have sex with my daddy's friend or something stupid. So yeah, social media is a good thing. It's also good for people like me who are ugly. You don't notice I'm pretty ugly. Like for dating websites, like Tinder for instance. Tinder is mostly it's kind of like a dating website for people my age, like in their late 20s or early 20s, from early 20s to like 30s. Tinder, you just go swipe left if you like someone, swipe right if you don't like someone. But first, before Tinder was a dating website, it was a website for people who want to have one night stands, which I'm not really into a one night stand type of guy. But I tried Tinder once and it didn't really work out because I'm an ugly guy and no one really wants to see my face. Another website I used was Plenty of Fish, which Plenty of Fish, I kind of got some feedback on people, but not as much. So that's a good thing why social media is good, because it helps you out with your friends, your family, dates. It helped me out a couple times, and it helps you out with a lot of other things too, like with your job, for instance, too. Say if you don't have your friend's number on Facebook from your job, you type in their name on Facebook, you add them, and then you could, say, hey, can you take my shift for Saturday night or something? And they'd be like, yeah, man, if you take mine for Monday. that's another example why social media is good. Now, I really don't have much things to say about the good of social media because social media really isn't all that good. I mean, yes, it helps you find friends and find dates and look at videos that people post, but there's also a bad part about social media that no one really knows about, but most of you do. So let's talk about the bad part about social media. Social media is bad because it affects your job. For instance, say if you post something on Facebook, say Walmart, you work at Walmart and you type something on Facebook. I hate Walmart so fucking much, I just hope that this place just goes to hell. Your manager looks at you, literally. It looks at your Facebook page, even before you get a job too. But they could look at what you posted about Walmart, and then the manager of Walmart could say, I am not hiring you, or you're fired, get the hell out. That is one thing why social media is bad. That's why I never post anything about my job. I mean, people post so much stuff about their job, it's unbelievable, man. You have no idea. All my friends on Facebook post a lot of things about their job. And it's kind of stupid. Because why would you post something on a social media website where everybody's going to see and you're jeopardizing yourself from your job? I don't get it. What is the point of that? Another reason why it's bad is because it could help you, it could have stalkers, you know what I mean? I've been stalked once by a girl on social media, and it wasn't fun. This girl who I used to go out with, I'm not going to say her name, we went out for about 2 months, and then we broke up. So after a while, I kind of got back in touch with her. She added me again on Facebook. I started talking to her, and she wound up stalking me. Now, she knew where I lived, thank God, but she would stalk me every day. She would say like the weirdest things on my website. I would just delete her because it was so bad. It's also really bad when people can actually find out where you are. Because I know people post a lot of things too. Like people will post, oh, I'm going to Jefferson Park and I'm going to have fun there by myself. People who aren't your friend or that are your friends on Facebook could be someone fake, and they could look for Jefferson Park and come and find your ass and come and kill you. That's why you gotta watch out with the people you add too, because some random person, a girl or a random guy, could add you. They could say, hey, I want to meet you somewhere. You could be like, okay, well, where do you want to meet? And then you pick a secluded area or a public area. You can go in the guy's car, and then they can kidnap you. That's another reason why social media is so bad. It affects your job, you can get kidnapped, or you get to have stalking, too. The last thing about social media that is bad is cyberbullying. Because there's always one jackass in your high school or college that cyberbullies this one person. I wasn't the victim of that, because I was always that kid who didn't really care. But cyberbullying is the worst thing that ever happened. It's like the movie Cyberbullying. This girl got cyberbullied over, I think it was Facebook, and she put a video saying, I want to kill myself. Now, come on. Cyberbullying is so bad because, say, the kid probably doesn't have a good life at home, or he does, but if you're bullying him outside of school and bullying him on the internet, it's just like it's so bad. Like, why? Why do people cyberbully kids? Like, you act like you're a big tough and smart ass who can do whatever. You're cyberbullying. You're going to kill. You're going to let the kid kill himself because you're bullying him both in school and on the internet. Why? What is the point of bullying somebody? I don't get it. Anyways, social media, it's good and it's bad. And I listed why it's good and bad. And I told you what it's really about. But to me, I don't know. I just feel like, the world is surrounded by a lot of social media. The world, you could find someone yelling at some guy over social media, or you could find, stupid things on YouTube about something stupid, and it's just because people are so connected with social media. It's like if you hear a ding on your phone, you have to. Sometimes people just go up and answer right away, like, "Oh, I got a notification," or "Oh, Susie Lee liked my picture." That's how, I don't know. Social media is it's a good way to connect with people, but it's such a bad way to meet people too. It's kind of like with dating. If you're on Tinder, and if someone says, "Hey, do you want to meet up somewhere?" Someone's going to meet somewhere in like the most secluded place ever, and then get in the car with them, and then they're going to go missing. There's so many good flaws and bad flaws about social media that people don't see to this day. When I was in elementary school, they made me watch a video about social media where this girl was on Facebook and she met up with this guy, and the guy said, "Hey, do you want to meet up at this place?" And she went with him. She went to the place and they met up, and the woman was taken away, and she was about 16. And it turns out the guy who was in the car was a cop pretending to be someone he wasn't. So the cop took her back to her house and said, "This is why you don't say meet me there at a certain place on social media." It's kind of like with Facebook too. The Messenger app, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Messenger app. Messenger app is kind of like a faster way of messaging people. And if you're if you're trying to message someone online, like on your phone, you can't. You have to go on the actual website on the computer and do it, which is a good thing. But the bad thing about Messenger is someone could send you a message on Messenger. You could see where the location was, and if you were a sick fuck, like most people are on Facebook, they can go to that place and find out where where she is, where she works, and whatnot. That's why Messenger is such a bad thing that Facebook did. And I haven't heard anything bad lately about Facebook, or good about that app, but I've heard a lot of bad things. Because every now and then I'm seeing posts on Facebook about parents saying, "My daughter Sally went missing. She's been missing for 48 hours. She was last seen at McDonald's. Can someone please help her?" And that's probably because of the Messenger app. Now, why? I don't know why Facebook did that. It's like, I'm going to create an app where you can message people quickly and find out where their location is. It's stupid. I don't get it. But, yeah. So, social media, it's good, it's bad, and it's a great way to connect with people, which is really not really what my point is. But today I talked to you guys about what it is, why it's good and why it's bad. And pretty much that's all I have to say about that, because social media is good and bad and everyone uses it. And it's a good way to connect with friends, it's a good way to get a date, it's a good way to see what people are up to. It's bad if you tell them where you're at. The Messenger app is always bad. And pretty much cyberbullying is another thing that's bad about social media. But we all do it. We all use social media, and we'll all continue to use social media until computers are out of date, which they'll never be out of date for as long as we live. Now, back in the 50s, we just used to have to write letters. We didn't have to send text messages or, go on Facebook and say, "I'm cleaning my room, text me later." No. Social media is a great way to connect with your friends. It's a great thing that everyone has to use. Now, I'm sorry if I reiterated myself a lot, but that's just who I am, and that's how I'm going to be. So anyways, I'm TJ. Peace out, everybody. I will see you guys for the next podcast. Later.